I don't know why, but I hate carrying keys. I cannot stand that shit. I wish everything was keyless, especially when it's a lot of keys like this. I hate the noise it makes. I hate how big it is. I hate the fact that when I put it in my pocket, it can accidentally stab me. I just want a future that requires no keys. Is that too much to ask?
I don't know who I am.
God, my iPhone died. I think iPhones should have like a warning, like right before dying, to let me know like, hey, your phone's about to die in like 10 seconds. So plug it in or face the consequences. It gives me a reminder when it's like 20 to 10%, but I don't know how much time that is. I just dismiss that message and then I just forget that the phone is dying. Sometimes I'm like in the middle of a FaceTime call and then all of a sudden it just like dies. And then the person thinks I hung up on them. It should give you like a pulsating red tint. You know, like, hey, look, you got 60 seconds before this dies. And then that's when I'll be like, oh, wait, hold on a second. My phone's dying. Let me plug it in. Versus me just being on FaceTime and out of nowhere, I'm explaining something and that just cuts off. I was just watching the news and I saw that Hurricane Ida things up like real bad. Like, it's not a joke out there in Louisiana. Hundreds of thousands of people are without power. And I know what that feels like because I went through some hurricanes when I used to live in Florida, and that is no joke, man. Having no power is the worst. And not only that, but the hurricane became like a huge tropical storm up here on the East Coast, and it a lot of cities up, like Philly, New York, Jersey. All these places got flooded. And then there was like some tornadoes too in New Jersey and Maryland. Like, what? And then the wildfires happening in the West Coast, the big ass earthquake that happened in Haiti. Like, dude, can we take a break for a little second, please? We're already going through a pandemic right now. Like, why do we need more on top of that? I think we're living in some scary times right now. We're like in the middle of an apocalypse, but at the same time, we have to work. It's so ironic. Like, how the f did we end up here? I feel so bad for the people in Louisiana right now. Like, they already went through some back in 2005, and now they have to go through it again. And what's weird is that this hurricane hit exactly on the same freaking day as Katrina, bro. What are the odds of that? Who's safe nowadays? I'm gonna have to like prepare myself somehow, because if there's a blackout for like any reason, how the f am I gonna buy? I don't have any cash. Like, just today I went to Taco Bell at a drive-thru and they were only accepting cash. And that's just one example. Imagine if everything is cash only. I don't carry cash. Things like that is definitely opening my eyes and being like, okay, I need to be prepared just in case things go sour. Not just have cash, but bro, even have like silver. What if there's a economic collapse? What if the dollar just tanks? Cash is gonna be worthless, just like it is in Venezuela right now. I need to buy some canned foods. I need to buy some emergency water. I wish I can store fuel, because that's also very valuable, but you can't really store that. Am I overthinking here? Because if so, please let me know.
I don't know who I am.
Damn, this dude just littered. He literally just littered. I just saw him throw out a plastic cup.